it has to be comprehensive. I just don't think there is any other way around it. I would say that some of the bills that are introduced right now make me a little bit nervous, and I'll have some of the members speak. And this whole concept of easier path to citizenship, I don't think is fair to the people that have gone through the process for citizenship. So I think they should be put in line. I don't think they should be expedited. But I do think the future flow is a more difficult issue. I mean, obviously, the market's gonna bear what the market's gonna bear. We had the employees when we needed them. A lot of the employees have left. They're still being utilized, but as the economy picks up, there needs to be something to fill the voids where we need employees. And so I think that's really the debate. But as far as E-Verify and all those different things, they can be part of the bill. They just can't be done first. Because if you kick our workers out, ag workers out, everybody else's workers out, there's nobody left. And so I would say the comprehensive is a must. I would be more of an issue to make sure that you feel comfortable that there's enough coming from the business community in support of it. But I do think that it is funny because the left and the right are kind of on the same side of the issue, except for the left is really, I think, expediting the path to citizenship, and they're not looking at future flow, which I think are necessities. But I don't know, people have different issues as far as that's concerned on the immigration.
Congressman, I think the key is Congress has got to do something, because you know, I've got 15 states that I cover, and one of those states is Arizona, which has just passed, you know, terrible immigration bills at the state level that the courts have said they can do, unfortunately. But what you're seeing is states kind of fill the vacuum, and there's other bills in other states, such as Oklahoma, Wyoming, other states have had all these bills that basically go after employers. That, you know, in Arizona there's going to be a bill that will give civil subpoena power to prosecutors to go on fishing expeditions without any probable cause. They could basically go after your vet clinic if you were located in Phoenix and ask for all your employment records for the past 3 years, and then just pick through it and look for something. So these are the kind of things that we really need Congress to stop by filling the vacuum and by taking this issue over, because it is a federal issue. We can't have states out there doing things on their own, and that's what we're seeing, because you know there's a vacuum, and a lot of these states are trying to fill it with state law.
Is there a preferred vehicle that's currently in play, if you guys are aware of?
Well, I would just, the bill that was passed last Congress, that passed the House and the Senate, I think it's very close. Yeah,
okay.
It's close. Like I said, I think the new bills out there right now tend to have some, I mean, avoids future flow. I think it expedites the path to citizenship. I just think that piece is the one that's always going to be problematic on the public side.
I agree with that.
And so it's one of those things where, but I think Graham or something like that might be introducing one that's more. We keep expecting it to come out. It was supposed to come out. I think it'll be introduced right after the health phase. Is my understanding.
It is kind of just insider's perspective. I'm strongly supportive and would like to get it going, because it's been a big issue in our state for a lot of years. I remember when Smith and Wyden tried to address it in some form and got killed on that, but this is the time to do it now. I think better now than another time. But there are a lot of my colleagues are really nervous about it. You know, there's some very vocal people out here that only one single agenda item, if you will. It's all about E-Verify is going to cure cancer, you know, and like you, I'm fine with that as part of an overall solution, but we got to make it so we can have people to begin with, and that's something they seem to miss out on altogether. So, it's going to be, we'll need pressure from you guys and all your partners across the country in different states to bring pressure on Congress to address this issue. I think the administration's on board for trying to do something, but I'm not so sure the rest of our members are as eager to dive into this. It's an election year, you know, all these guys get an election year. But I've been so upfront with my position, I don't have a problem with that. Like last night, I was very clear with folks exactly where I was, and but I'm not so sure everyone else is. So we'll need your help to light up your folks around the nation.
Well, and part of it on the head, I think the hardest part is keeping it on the agenda. Because I do think if it ever comes to the vote, everybody I think is going to probably be okay voting where they need to, but I think they would rather not